Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. Huge news. We actually have some Season 7 footage. So this is like a really short HBO trailer. I'm going to loop it a couple times because it's so short and it's super janky. So hopefully HBO will post a high-res version real soon. But here it is. So we have Jon, Sansa, and Arya, and it looks like Jon and Sansa are at Winterfell. Here I have some better pictures of this that are a little bit better resolution. So you almost wouldn't know that this is footage from Season 7 if they didn't tell you in that HBO trailer. So they kind of did this last year, then they started releasing brand teasers and stuff, so I would expect little things like this to start dropping through the rest of the year, even though Game of Thrones isn't going to premiere till the middle of next year, like way later than April, like late June, early July. They'll still be dropping stuff. Like, they still want to get people hyped up. So there'll still be Game of Thrones Season 7 things happening throughout the year. But we actually learned some cool stuff from this. So if you look at Jon, he's wearing the same outfit he was at the end of Season 6. It's almost dead on for the same outfit that Robb Stark was wearing before he died. So like all the Stark children are starting to look and dress like their parents. Like Robb had started to look like Ned Stark a little bit. This Sansa image is even more telling. She's wearing a Catelyn Stark wig. So if you're wondering why she's wearing the wig, it's because she dyed her hair blonde in real life for whatever reason, for whatever other project she's working on. But Sansa needs to have red hair. Now it's just looking more and more like Catelyn's hair. So she's slowly becoming her mother. But Arya's a little harder to parse. Like, she's on a horse, so it's hard to tell where she is. She was last at the Twins down here, so it looks like she's headed north. Maybe she makes her way up to Winterfell. This is kind of like a Stark teaser trailer, so it would seem to imply, because Jon and Sansa are at Winterfell in this, that Arya would make her way up there eventually. But the thing is that they're all so different from where they were the last time they were all together, which was way back in Season 1. That's how long it's been. Like George R. R. Martin said that when the story starts out, everyone starts in the same place. Then as the story gets on, it slowly pulls them all in different directions. And as you reach the end of the story, they all start to converge again. So now that we're hitting Winds of Winter in the books, we're hitting the last couple of seasons, everyone has started to converge again. And even though there are a bunch of characters on Game of Thrones, they largely framed that first season as Starks versus Lannisters. So it seems like we might be going back to that just a little bit. But the thing is that they've been gone for so long, they've changed so much. I wouldn't assume that they're all going to be super best friends when they get back together. There's already problems between Sansa and Jon right now. The character that it looks like he's talking to on the battlements at Winterfell here looks like Sansa. So this is all probably from that first episode. They've been shooting for a while, but there's still like a couple of the big action set pieces that they're filming right now. We don't really need to talk about them. I know people aren't really big on spoilers, and it's still really, really early, so we can talk about that stuff later on. It's just that you always expect them to echo the big tent poles of each season, like Battle of the Bastards, in each successive season. So like we had Blackwater, then the Red Wedding, then Watchers on the Wall, then the Battle of the Bastards. There will be something like that in the final season, and part of the reason why they had to reduce the episode count to 7 episodes is because a lot more of them will be filmed like the Battle of the Bastards episode. Whole bunch of people, lots of extras, lots of animals, like everything cranked up to 11. So it is a bummer that we're not going to get those extra 3 episodes. But each of the episodes they are filming are supposed to make up for that. So they haven't said anything about how long the episodes are actually going to be, but well past 60 minutes. So it'll be interesting to see if they can clean up what's happening in and around Winterfell in the north after the Battle of the Bastards, what Sansa will want to do about her mother's home, Riverrun, because it is almost like the new Harrenhal of the Riverlands, which is kind of funny because Harrenhal is in the Riverlands. But just look at the map here, see how close they are to the Eyrie. Littlefinger has all those troops, so he might be able to tempt Sansa with freeing Riverrun from Lannister control. Then you have the Brotherhood that's slowly making its way north too. They were last seen near the Salt Pans. When the Hound joined their band, they told him they were heading north. So it seems like a lot of these characters are all heading north. So if Arya has a horse, it seems like that reunion will take place at Winterfell. which doesn't say anything about Bran. He's nowhere in this teaser, which may be just because they want to keep it really short, but Ellie Kendrick was talking about how she still has to haul him around, so they're moving way slower, so it's going to take them way longer to get to Winterfell if that's where they're going. But they still need to go to the Wall first. But you guys can let me know, do you think that all the Stark children will converge at the same time, or if, like Arya will make her way to Winterfell, they'll all freak out even though Sansa knows that she's still alive. Brienne told her that she saw her before she went east. And then do you think like Bran will come in and explain everything, all the visions that he's had, the past that he's seen, the truth of Jon Snow's parentage? The way the show disseminates information like that, like the information that Bran has, usually gets attached to other really big moments. Like you see Jon Snow named King of the North, just as you find out who his mother truly is, implied who his father is, even though unofficially behind the scenes, HBO confirmed that Rhaegar Targaryen is his father. You can only wonder what Sansa's gonna say about this when she finds out, and whether or not Littlefinger already knows or suspects it. I don't think that he does, because if he didn't know what Ramsay was doing to Sansa during Season 5, then it doesn't seem like he would know one of the best kept secrets in the history of A Song of Ice and Fire. But Arya's always loved Jon, even if she's a completely different person inside. I feel like they'll have some common bond, like it'll be pretty easy for them to pick up where they left off. She wasn't too hot on Sansa, but she does love her sister, so even if there's some friction, I'm just expecting them to fight a lot in the way that sisters would. It's just that Arya is a lot more stabby than she used to be. And if you remember, Jon is the one that gave her Needle, so it'll be fun to see her roll up twice as big with Needle on her hip. But Bran arriving and telling him there's so many bigger things they need to worry about is probably what's going to keep them from jumping at each other's throats. But you guys can let me know, like, what do you feel like the drama is going to be between the Stark children? And while you guys are thinking about that, I'm actually going to be doing some epic fight night videos like Arya versus the Mountain, just like epic battles in Game of Thrones, even if they haven't happened in the books. So be sure to subscribe to get that. And there is a new round of the giveaway. All you have to do to enter is just be a subscriber, leave a comment on this video. But make sure if you are subscribed that you turn alerts on, just because YouTube has been messing around with the placement of everything. So a lot more Game of Thrones coming, and then there's also some Rick and Morty that I'll be posting this week too. I feel like if you haven't seen it, you will definitely be down for it. But look out for some Rick and Morty dropping on my channel this week too, in addition to more Game of Thrones. While you guys wait for that to post, you can click here for like my top 10 crazy theories, and you can click here for my Westworld Episode 9, Episode 10 trailer video. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.